So you hear me talk a lot about mature skin. So today I wanted to take time to define what mature skin is. Mature skin isn't based on a specific age, but it does happen or it does start to creep in when our estrogen levels start to drop. For most of us, this shows up in perimenopause. Mature skin isn't a skin type, but it is more of a condition. It's influenced by genetics, sun exposure, and your lifestyle. And for many of us, those hormone shifts that we have in perimenopause, it actually speeds it up. So what does mature skin really mean? It's basically when your skin starts behaving differently than the way that it used to. Our collagen slows down, hydration changes, and our skin can look a lot less bouncy. And you guys know the drill. Once estrogen starts to decline on our face, it can mean dryness, sensitivity, and more texture. There's no magic age for mature skin. But again, most of us start to get into that mature skin category when we are in perimenopause. Some women notice it in their late 30s, many in their 40s, and it can feel super obvious in your 50s. It's a gradual shift until one day you realize that your makeup just isn't sitting on your skin the way that it used to. So here are the signs that may indicate that you have mature skin. Dryness, even after using a moisturizer. Dullness, your skin looks tired faster. Makeup settles into your lines quicker. Texture is more noticeable when you have more product on. The pores around your cheeks and your nose look more obvious. Sensitivity, reactivity, stinging, itching, redness, and your skin may take longer to calm down after you cleanse it or after wearing makeup. So many times when we talk about mature skin, we will also talk about mature skin shows texture more. But what does texture mean? Because it's a little different with mature skin than what it is in our younger years when we're talking about acne. Texture is when the surface of the skin doesn't look as smooth as it used to. So again, we're not talking acne and we're not talking pimples. Texture looks like foundation clinging onto dry patches. Your makeup is separating. Your pores are showing more. Your fine lines are looking more obvious. So again, in perimenopause, those estrogen shifts, essentially our estrogen declining, can mean less hydration and slower turnover. So the texture becomes easier to see. Texture isn't always something that you notice if you don't have any makeup on. But as soon as you have the makeup on, you start to notice it. So what can we do about it? The first thing is to make sure that you are cleansing your face extremely gentle. Your cleanser kind of sets the tone, and what used to work in the past with harsh cleansers that had just various actives in it might not work for you right now. In my instance, I've had extremely reactive and sensitive skin, especially over the last 18 months, and I have switched to Face Reality, this barrier balance cleanser. It is extremely gentle and it does not strip my skin of any of the oils or moisture when I'm washing my face. Next is hydration and barrier support. So along with my cleanser provides excellent barrier support, but also we need to hydrate our barrier. When our estrogen levels drop, we don't hold hydration or moisture in our skin like we used to. So supporting the barrier actually helps our makeup sit better. So one of the things that I've been using to kind of help plump my skin up at the age of 50 is this beta-glucan serum from Neurogenesis. I use this right before I put my moisturizer on, and I just dab some underneath my eyes, right here, actually into my hairline too. And then I'll also mix a couple drops in with my moisturizer. Next is SPF. For me, SPF is a non-negotiable. I live in a very warm climate next to the beach. And I have melasma and rosacea. So I have to use a gentle mineral sunscreen so I don't aggravate my rosacea, and that mineral sunscreen will also help to prevent my dark spots from getting darker. The other thing that can help with mature skin and kind of roll back that time is really looking at our foundation. Oftentimes with foundation, with mature skin, the more you apply, the more texture you will see. So with foundation, less looks better. As you guys know, I love Chantecaille's foundations. Their foundations are lightweight, they're breathable, they're flexible, and they make my skin look like skin, right? But better. The other thing is when I apply the Chantecaille foundation, if I want to build them up, I can, and it never looks cakey. Next is making sure you are gentle with concealer and really use concealer where you actually need it. For me, it's certainly underneath my eyes right here or any marks that I may have from any hyperpigmentation or my melasma. And then you leave the rest alone. And when you're using concealer underneath your eyes, I would certainly make sure that you have a very hydrating concealer. The one I'm using right now is this Kosas Revealer Concealer, and it is so smooth and it does not cause any cakiness under my eyes whatsoever. Next, we want to make sure we powder carefully because using powder can make you just look so old and dusty if you go overboard. Powder can emphasize texture and can certainly show your age. And finally, use blush to help bring life back to your face after you've used foundation. So I'd love to know, what age were you when you felt like mature skin was creeping in on your face? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoy content like this, be sure to follow along for more. And if you're watching on YouTube and you haven't subscribed yet, I would love for you to. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video.